själv. Själva, tak, viš tu sjela, to je pani sjela. Celo platno je bilo prevazano s tom pani sjela. Možda ovih, ja? Ali inače, this one is the oldest, and at that time I was really interested in paintings of Corot and Caspar David Friedrich, this kind of idea of romantic landscape. And this is actually a painting that was not sold before as a part of a pair. So the morning painting with the morning light went immediately, but no one wanted the gloomy sunset and the evening falling. Yeah? So then it stayed all these years with me. Yeah?
It's a beautiful painting. I don't know why people don't want it. It's really...
Yeah, so really people think it's too dark, or the night is falling and it's a bit spooky or something.
Is that a little... Would people in that area be more receptive to that, or is it a Dutch thing? Do you think so, or?
No, I think it's just people in general. People in general, if we can say that, most of people like bright colors and happy paintings. Yeah. Very few people like some memento mori, still lifes and tragic paintings.
We are the depressed ones that like that.
Yeah, exactly. It's you could say that it's a painting more for introverts.
Yes. I really like it.
Thank you.
Anyway, can you tell us about these?
So the middle one is a landscape from south of Breda, Markdal, in a winter morning when we went for a walk with my wife. I tried to paint it as classically as possible. I was thinking about classic Dutch landscapes like Ruisdael and similar. And it was also a little bit exploration of a technique and continuation of what I started like 15 years earlier. And on the top we have a recent one. It's a Belkromhaven in Breda. Seen from the overhang bridge. It's a winter morning, very faint, cold winter light. It's also one of the fishing spots where I used to fish a lot, but technique and the treatment completely changed. I'm not so concerned at the moment with details and capturing some photoreal precision in a painting. If you want, I'm kind of letting it loose a little bit at the moment and experimenting where could this take me.
Yes.
And the fault for all this is actually the little grey house.
Yeah?
Yeah. This is a little grey house from my way to work in Breda.
Mm-hmm.
And it was so fascinating, this old house, and I don't know why. Because it was so boring. It was grey and dark windows and so on a rainy day, but to me it felt that it just needs to be painted, and it needs to be painted really simply and quickly, and then after this the Belkromhaven was the next step.
Is this also a painting for introverts? Like
yeah But for us, coming from south of Europe, you could say that for this palette and this light and colors are kind of a typical overcast rainy day in Netherlands. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is a typical Dutch atmosphere for you, and coming from the south of Europe, is this a typical atmosphere that you recognize?
Yeah, it could be, especially in my wife's part of the country, which is on the border with Italy. So it's 20 minutes from Adriatic Sea.
Yeah.
Because my hometown is actually in eastern end of the Alps.
Yeah.
In the mountains, and it looks like mountains. Yeah.
Mountains.
Alps and Austria and so on. Yeah.
Yeah.
Austria is just 8 kilometers away.
Okay.
But my wife's hometown is on the border with Italy, in the southwest of Slovenia, in a wine country, and the climate is much warmer and Mediterranean. It's a big difference in a span of 200 kilometers.
Yes,
roughly.
so this is different from where you come from,
yes,
so to speak. Yeah,
very different. Yeah. Yeah, this painting was from a period a couple of years ago when I was very interested in egg tempera technique. That technique was, since my student days, very attractive to me, but in the first 3-4 years of our stay in Breda, I dedicated a lot of time to that. And some of the smaller paintings that you will see here are made with egg tempera technique without any use of oil. And some of the other paintings in the current exhibition are actually a mixed technique, where I used tempera for lower layers and then finished the painting off with the oil.
Yes. And what do you particularly like about egg tempera, that you sometimes only use that one instead of oil?
Yeah, egg tempera for me is very subtle technique. You can't do impasto, you can't build thickness on a painting, so you could generalize and say that egg tempera in its nature is very kind of light and airy and subtle, and oil is really material and juicy and earthy.
Yeah. And is that one also an egg tempera?
Yeah.
Yes. Can you tell us a little bit about that painting?
Yeah. This is one of my first models, if you want, in the Netherlands. It's a father of my colleague from work, and they were very kind to offer their time, and I met the gentleman, and then I did 2 portraits of him.
Yeah.
His name is Walter, and this was in his living room with a beautiful light coming in from the garden, and we just had a really nice day visiting the family, and this painting is a result of that relationship with my colleague and her father. Realistična slika od mojih i bolje slika naravno i manje bez veze, jer je pretjerano. On bi to napravio u pola vremena i u pola manje detajla, ali bi celokupni efekt bio mnogo.